other different type of prepositions like preposition of space, preposition of time and date, and preposition of movement and travel. And in today's video, we are going to understand some important type of preposition which are used for some extraordinary uses. So, the first type is that the preposition which shows some kind of belonging or possession, or you are having a particular thing. So first type of preposition is which indicates belonging, possession, or having something. For example, I say, I tore a paper from your book. Now from over here is my preposition, but here from indicates some kind of possession or some kind of belonging. Belonging what? The paper belongs to your book, right? So I tore a paper from your book means that the paper that belonged to that book was torn by me, right? So this is again showing some kind of belongingness. Another example can be the boy with dark skin stood by the door. Now I am talking about a boy who possesses or who has a dark skin, right? So here with again shows some kind of possession. Now here, what does a boy possess? The boy possesses a dark skin means that the boy has a dark skin tone, right? So a boy with dark skin stood by the door. This from is also showing some kind of possession, and the boy with is also showing some kind of possession. Another example can be, I ran from the gate. Now I ran from the gate. Does from shows any kind of possession? No, because from does not show any kind of possession. Therefore over here the use of from for indicating some kind of possession is not valid. But if I use the example, the lid is of this bottle. Now here of, the lid is of this bottle. Here of is again showing some kind of possession or some kind of belonging. The lid belongs to the bottle. The lid is of this bottle. Here, the lid belongs to this bottle. Here again, to will indicate some kind of belonging. Why? Because I am talking about the lid which is related to the bottle. So whose lid is this? This lid is of the bottle. So here, of, to, with, from, all these are the prepositions which shows or which indicate some kind of belonging, some kind of possession, or you having something. The second important usage of preposition is that to indicate some kind of purpose or to show the means of doing something. So second purpose is to indicate the purpose or means of doing something. Now, to indicate the purpose means that that preposition should reflect the purpose of doing some kind of action or the purpose of the event. Now, we can understand this better through some kind of examples. So, some of the examples through which we can understand this is, first example can be, I cut apple with a knife. Now, with what means do I cut the apple? I cut the apple with a knife. So, this is the means, right? So, here, with is my preposition which shows the means of doing something, right? Means the way in which a particular action happens. So, how do I cut the apple? I cut the apple with a knife, right? Another example can be, the packets are sealed by machines. Now, here it shows the purpose, right? The packets are sealed by the machine. What is the purpose of the machine? That the machine seals the packet, right? Therefore, by over here shows the purpose of anything. Here anything is the machine. And I cut apple with a knife. Here with shows the means of doing something, right? I cut apple with a knife. With is indicating means, and the preposition by in this sentence indicates the purpose. Another is, I can run into the apartment without opening the main door. Now again, my purpose over here is running into the apartment. So run into over here is again a preposition. That preposition shows some kind of purpose, right? I run into the apartment without opening the main door. Another example can be, I write letter with this pen. So, I write letter with this pen. Here with again indicates the purpose. The purpose of the pen. What is the purpose of the pen? To write the letter. So again with is showing some kind of purpose. So this is the second usage of preposition to show some kind of purpose or means of doing something. Now another important use of preposition is to show that one thing or one person accompanies the other. So the third use is to show that one thing or a person accompanies the other. Now, example of such type of prepositions can be, now let us discuss some of the examples. So some examples can be, Sam came with rum to the mall. Now here, with is used to indicate that Sam is accompanied by rum, right? So the two persons accompany each other and they are joined with the preposition. So that preposition comes under the category where it indicates that one person or the other or any kind of thing accompanies the other. Here Sam accompanied rum to the mall, right? So with over here shows some kind of accompany. Another example can be, I have tea with breakfast every day. Now here we were talking about a person. Sam is also a person and Ram is also a person. But here I am talking about tea and breakfast, and both these two are not categorized as person, but both these are things. So here tea is accompanied with breakfast, right? I have tea with breakfast every morning. So here with is again showing some company that a person usually have breakfast with tea. So breakfast is accompanied with tea, right? Another example can be, I went to the garden along with my cousins. Here along with both are the prepositions which show some kind of accompany, like I did not go alone, but again I am going with someone, and with whom I am going with my cousin. So when you do not do a particular thing alone but you require someone else, then you make use of certain type of prepositions. Another use of preposition is to indicate the subject of something. So the last area where a preposition can be used, these are the special areas. So the last area is to indicate the subject of something. Now whenever we are talking about a particular subject and to indicate that we make use of prepositions, then those prepositions will come under this category. So some examples through which this term can be more clear is, first example can be, I watched a movie about climatic changes. So when you are talking about a particular subject and then whichever preposition you are using, now after about we get the main subject. So now this preposition mainly indicates the subject over which the event is happening. I am watching or I watched on a particular subject, right? So whatever preposition is mentioning that subject, that preposition will come under such category. Second example can be, Tina and Meena had an argument over a bill. Now again, over here is a preposition which is describing or which is indicating a subject. Now over here is indicating a subject, and the subject over here is bill. Tina and Meena had an argument over a bill. So here bill is the main subject over which the argument is taking place, and that is described using a preposition. Another example can be, we had a long discussion on photography. Now here on, the discussion is about a particular subject. And what subject are we talking about here? We are talking about photography. So photography over here is a subject. So we had a long discussion on photography. Photography over here is a subject, and the subject is described by a preposition which is on. So on describes a subject. On is used for describing the subject, therefore it will come under the category of description or indication of a subject. Let me explain with another example. Another example can be, Rohan fought with Neha. Now here my subject is Neha. So with over here will again be preposition for describing the subject. An important sentence can be, thank you for your inquiry. Now thank you for. Here I am talking about the preposition for. Now for can have its own usage in different categories of extraordinary important prepositions. But for each preposition for, this preposition is used in different sentences, and for each sentence the usage of for can be different. Here I am talking about a subject. That subject is inquiry. So now my preposition is for. This for is talking about the subject. So here for is under the category of subject, right? I asked for a pen. Again over here, for will be my indication for a subject. So in this video, we discussed about prepositions, the prepositions which have special usage in the sentences, and then we discussed all the uses of these type of prepositions through various type of examples.